Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music, like old time.
Yeah, I want it, and they need it. I stay on it, it's no secret.
Hi, Lewis K. Hill from Gink and Gasoline. I'm on the floor of IFTD 2017. I'm at the Airflo booth with my good buddy Tim Rajeff. Tim, good to see you, man.
Good to see you. It's been 7 or 8 minutes since I got
I think so, right? Yeah.
I miss you already.
We both come so far, about 10 feet. So you got 3 new lines out this year?
Yeah, one of the things that's going on is people are fishing stupid big streamer flies.
Yes.
If you go to the Streamer Fest on the Arkansas River and you see what they're throwing, I mean, these flies are the size of big saltwater patterns.
Absolutely.
So Kelly Galloup is really important for the industry and is in innovation with a lot of patterns and all these fishing techniques. He's like, Tim, we need to almost start from scratch to make something that throws flies this big, but do it with like a 7 or an 8 weight.
Yeah, right.
So we came up with a Streamer Max called the Shovelhead. We were going to call it the Meathead, but we got voted down for that name. But basically, as you can imagine, if you want to dig deep, it takes a heavier mass up front. But instead of throwing a 9 weight with a 400 grain line all day, you still want to throw it with a 7. So there's an actually, we call it a double weight forward. There's a heavy section up front that's almost like T14, super fast sinking, because these flies are not heavily weighted. So you want the fly to go down, you want the line to suspend the fly and keep it in the zone while you're stripping. So there's a heavy section up front, then the rest of the weight forward sinking line takes over. So it's an easy roll cast, pick up and shoot. Maybe not the best line to throw 100 feet, but when you're pounding the banks with 9-inch flies, you're not throwing 100 feet. So it's easy to cast, and you can do it with a 7 or an 8 weight.
That's beautiful.
So that's called the Shovelhead.
And you're going to be a lot less fatigued at the end of the day.
Yeah. So being able to do that's really unique, and so we're really excited. Kelly's like going crazy. He wants these in stock because everybody's going to want one.
Good job, Kelly. We're talking about you.
The next thing is as people throw big flies, when you talk about a bonefish pattern, what would you say is a typical bonefish pattern? Is it big and bushy and hard to cast, or is it pretty aerodynamic and cut through the wind?
Sparse. It's a
so
wind
it cuts
cutter.
through the wind. You don't need as an aggressive of a line to do that. So when we made a new redfish, we called it the Gulf redfish from Airflo, and it's got all the bells and buzzers of our super lubricated system, ridges, low stretch, loops. But what we did was we designed the taper to be easier to consistently throw bigger bugs into the wind. Those air-resistant rag heads or things that are more bulky. So it's got a little more aggressive front end, a little thicker tip, and just slightly more condensed. So it's a evolution. It was people, hey man, we need to cast into the wind. We're throwing big bugs. We want to have a turnover. So
the guys going down to Louisiana, throwing those big flies, those big fish. So now you don't have to struggle. You make your normal cast. This will kick over those bigger bugs. Beautiful.
So that's the redfish Gulf line.
Outstanding.
Every fly line we've ever produced, we always throw everything we can into the line, and then they end up being a premium priced line. So what we did is offered a new line called the Forge, and it's a more affordable saltwater line loaded with just about every bell and buzzer. So this is a $60 or $59 fly line. Still has our low stretch core, a loop on the front. It's got a good design that's a little more condensed. So people that are getting started, they don't know how much they're going to fish. Then they can afford the line and still have easy casting line that handles good wind, big bugs. So that's the new, our new mid-level saltwater line.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait to try some of these out, man. They sound like amazing lines, and I'm pretty excited about particularly that streamer line. Sounds very cool.
You going to take me fishing tomorrow or something?
I'd love to.
We're here. We should do it.
I'd love to.
It's a date.
Thanks, man. Guys, stay tuned to Gink and Gasoline for more from IFTD 2017.